What's up, guys? Name's Buzz. I can't do that. I was actually gonna try to do that for the whole video, but now that would have turned out incredibly bad. What's up, dudes? My name is Buzz, and today we're gonna be looking over 10 guns that should be added to Fortnite. This is just personal preference, so don't get offended and be like, oh my god, how could you think that is so stupid? So stupid. Because, yeah, it is. This is my opinion. This is my video. Otherwise than that, comment down below which gun you would like to see added to Fortnite. It could be anything on this list, or it could be like your favorite gun you've ever seen. Because, you know, guns. Personally, I just want my bicep. Alright. I'm in a weird mood today. I did good on a test. Otherwise than that, let's get into it. So let's get in it. Here we go. First one, and it's going to be a doozy. This is probably the most outrageous one out of all of them, so just keep that in mind. It's going to be a Raygun. Now, a lot of these things on my list, because I used to be an avid Call of Duty player, and I just want to see those kind of guns, but this isn't like your typical Raygun. As you can see, this Raygun looks a little bit different, and that's because it's on Save the World, the Save the World game mode. They have a ton of different guns on Save the World game mode that could be added to Fortnite, and I wanted to go off that list. So like the first 8 are all going to be from Save the World. I'm going to go with like some of the craziest and like the coolest ones, I believe. Now the problem with adding the Raygun is, well, it's a Raygun. If you know anything about zombies, you know when someone shoots a Raygun, they're like, it's like getting a scar, getting a dang Raygun. You're like, my god, I'm going to save, guys, round 40. Then you go down 2 rounds later and you're like, yeah, it's not the gun, it's the user. Basically, these things like fire like a high rate. It's not like the actual ray gun. It's like a shooting gun. It uses like charges, which I would add like a whole new ammo supply in it. I could see this being really, really imbalanced and just kind of making the game a little too complex in a sense. And this would need to be added like way down the road, like a year or even 2, even if the game's still popular. I doubt it will be, but it might. But overall, it's a really cool gun. I like it a lot. I think it's a really cool. I've used it once or twice in Save the World. I know, I play Save the World. What? Come on now. Sometimes that game out is actually really, really fun. I don't know, adding like a whole new type of like ammo and like guns would be pretty cool. Maybe it doesn't do the same thing like the ammo. It could like, maybe it's like a little bit more powerful, but it doesn't destroy buildings or something like that. It just kind of like just vanishes. Maybe it drops off really heavy from the far distances, but really good close. I don't know. Could be something that could be experimented with. Otherwise, that's the Raygun. I'm not sure if that would be a cool application, but it's definitely something that would need to be considered for later down the road. Not right now. After that, we're going to go with a double barrel shotgun, and this one's actually called the Thunderbolt. There's quite a few different names for every one of these guns. I'm just going off of the first one I was able to find on the wiki. Effort. And this is a cool, it's just a double barrel shotgun. This could be really applicable. You know, 2 shots, that's it. Could be not as strong as a pump shotgun, but also not as weak as a tactical shotgun. Both those 2 guns are very balanced in their own right. I mean, a purple shotgun, oh my god, a purple tack, holy moly. Like a green pump, is you're doing good. So it could, you know, really fast, like boom, boom. But then it takes a little bit to come back up and, you know, get your shotgun shells. Really cool. I think the design is really cool. And, you know, you can maybe like hold it with one hand. Could be a lot like the tactical sub. Not very good range at all. Could be cool. I've seen a lot of first-person shooters where they have like one double barrel shotgun in the game. And I could definitely see this one being added as well. They actually don't tend to add too many Save the World games in Fortnite Battle Royale, but there have been some that's trickled around, and this one should be something that could be considered. I mean, I don't see this one being super overpowered, but I can see it, you know, put it in some work, put in a little bit of work. After that, we have another shotgun, and this is one of my favorite shotguns of all time. I always wanted to like shoot one of these, and it's also on the Fortnite Save the World edition. It's on Call of Duty, and it's on several games. It's a pretty popular gun among all like shotgun things, and it's an automatic shotgun. They actually used to call it the AA-12. These things are magnificently insane. If you want to see one shot, go look that up on YouTube. Actually, you know what? Play the video. There it is. It should be like a legendary, the first and only maybe legendary shotgun. It doesn't need to be near as strong as attack, the dang anything. It might could be as strong as the tack. We could put it like a little less than the tack and allow it to go douche, douche, douche. Little faster fire rate than the tack, because you can consider the tack to be a automatic, because you can actually just press down and it will keep going, but it doesn't give very fast fire rates. Having something like this as like a legendary, only purple and gold, would be pretty cool. And by the way, adding the thunderbolt, like what I was just talking about, that previous gun, that should be something like a rare, or like a blue and a purple, you know, nothing, not a gold, but like a blue and a purple. This one should be probably only purple and gold, you know, be a really good meta gun, but not too good to where it's like a double pump again. Have like 0 range, but when you're in that range, that guy's dead. Lock and load, baby, lock and load. Moving on, we're gonna go with a new pistol, and not in particular this pistol, but this one was actually on Save the World, so it has kind of a cool look to it. And this is called a Snakebite, or it's an automatic pistol. I'm trying to think of all the guns that we can put in Fortnite that would actually create diversity and make it, you know, still like Fortnite, because you see a lot of Fortnite is they use guns that are actually in real life. There's not too many variations. I think only right now the tac shotgun is not a gun that's in real life. I'm pretty confident that's not in real life. You can prove me wrong, but I've never seen a heat-seeking radar honing beacon on a stinking shotgun, only in like Aliens. And like I said, this does not have to be the automatic pistol of choice, but just having an automatic pistol that shoots pretty good, that would be pretty cool. They have a deagle already, a big, you know, heavy hitter. We have your regular pistol that, you know, can do its thing. We have a revolver. Why not have like a Glock or something that just, you know, give it really terrible recoil to where it's like going up. Only allow really skilled players to use it. That'd be really cool if you could whip out an akimbo, but that would be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 all over again. The next one we have is a cool one right here. This one's it's a new sniper. It's a new sniper. We have currently a bolt action. We have a semi. We have like a non-scoped. Why not create one that does like tight pairings of groups? This one, what this shredder does, and this doesn't look super realistic, like I said, but there are some snipers that do like a 3-round burst, or just like they shoot 3 bullets and they kind of cluster in, and then you can make it to where if all 3 hit, then it's big time, but it's so hard to hit all 3. Another thing I see is they make this kind of gun super hard to reload. It takes like a really long time to reload this thing and charge it back up, and then boom, once again. That could be something, you know, it's like a one and done kind of thing. You know, you can only have so many bullets of it. Well, you can have as many as you want, but like every shot takes a couple seconds to reload, and you only have like 1 shot to make it right. Kind of like a concept like that, to where, you know, that would make for some really cool kill cams where people are like, yeah! Even longer than the bolt action it would take, but it'd also be a lot stronger. And this one would actually have a scope, unlike the shredder. Just using that as an example because it looks like Fortnite. Moving on, we have probably the most necessary thing I think should be added to Fortnite, and that needs to be an LMG. Like, why don't we have one of those yet? I'm sure there's probably been developments in games, but this LMG is insane. This is a Terminator, and it's one of the most commonly looked at LMGs there are. You know, allow us to have like huge rounds. I guess you could use like little mini bullets, just like the minigun. The minigun's sort of an LMG. You know, this thing could be just like common and rare, or maybe it can be like rare and like blue or something. It doesn't have to go super high up. Doesn't have to be super good of a gun. Could have like a really, like, you know, average radius. It's not super accurate, but you can just spray people just like the minigun. But unlike the minigun, you don't have to charge it up. You can just go right away. Could be a little bit stronger than the minigun, so it could use, you know, different bullets, but it's just not as accurate as the, you know, as the assault rifle. Could be good for base destroying, and could also be good, you know, for an overall different purpose. You might move a little slower on it, just like in other games, or it might be just harder to scope in, something like that, to kind of balance it out just a little bit. But an LMG is definitely needed, in my opinion, for several purposes. Our next one, we're gonna go with just one of a personal preference gun. This is gonna be sort of a 2-round burst gun, and that's pretty cool. Like it's like do. Because we have 3, 2, and we have 3. We have one, but we don't have 2. Why not make a 2-round burst? Allow like maybe 4 shots to actually hit to kill the guy. Or it could be a plethora of different things. I think this would be a cool addition. It definitely does not have to be like a legendary gun. It could be just, you know, your standard like common to blue, something like that, and it would be a very viable gun. It doesn't have to have like a ton of rounds, maybe 20 to a clip. Could be good, could be bad, I don't know. I just think this is a cool gun, and I'd definitely like to see it. This was actually called the Trooper, this one in particular. Definitely should have like good range and good damage, but you know, not a super fast fire rate. After that, we're gonna go with the Razor Blade, and this is actually the G36C. It's a gun in Call of Duty. I know I bring that up so much. Don't bring up Call of Duty. You're talking about Fortnite, you idiot. Yeah, I know. And this is this could be just like a burst rifle, or this could be just another assault rifle. Just kind of, you know, mix it up, because right now we have the assault rifle, the SCAR, and that's it when it comes to like assault rifles. And I think I'm correct by that. Having another one, just, you know, just to have preference. That'd be kind of cool, and you'd be able to modify it, maybe something like that. I think this one should be maybe another legendary or something of that nature. Maybe this should just be like a purple one, like kind of like the TAC, where it goes from green to purple. That'd be kind of sweet if you're able to do something like that, having a G36, because it's always been a dominant gun in a lot of genres. I don't know, just a thought. I like that. You like that? You like that? Now these last two are just complete personal preferences, just because these are some of my favorite things in previous games, and one of my favorite snipers of all time, and it's actually probably my favorite sniper. One, they should maybe do like a semi that's like huge, kind of like a Barrett 50 cal. But otherwise from that, if we had to go with one, me personally, I would change the L96 or the bolt action with this bolt action right here. This is the Shytech M2000 or M200. Can't remember how many zeros there are. Or they call it the Intervention in Call of Duty. Shut up! Shut up! It's a pretty cool gun that allows a lot of people, it's just, you know, just replace it. Replace it. This one looks cool. It looks futuristic. Maybe you can hold it by like the grip right there. It's like known as one of the best snipers in the world. It's hit some super long shots in its career. Maybe you can make this like an ultra long distance sniper that like you can zoom in, and then you can like zoom in even more. I don't know, just a thought, just a theory. This could be a good idea. You never know. And then to finish it all off, we're gonna go with throwing knives. And you might not be able, maybe we can have like a bunch of them around, and that can be a slot, or they can be something that's not a slot, and you can just swing, swing, swing. That'll allow for some pretty cool trick kill cams. It kills anyone on spot pretty much, unless it's like lower than the waist. So then you can just, you know, you can just toss that bad boy, and if you hit it, you're good. And you can, you know, there's not like a super long amount of range. You know, we're not all Nolan Ryan out here like Aroldis Chapman. I know I am. I'm like Tom Brady. But allow you to do something like that, that would be really cool in my opinion. And I don't think it'd be too overpowered. It would really piss me off a lot of times, because if I'm just shooting a guy and I'm dominating him, next thing you know, I'm getting freaking zonked, scolded in the head. Yeah, then I'd be pretty mad. But otherwise from that, I mean, about it. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much the video. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of the day to watch my content. If you guys want to go ahead, like I said, comment down below, you know, just like one gun you would like to see added in Fortnite. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of these are unrealistic, but a lot of them are realistic, and I try to give like a justification why they could be applied. But regardless, that's pretty much that's the list. You guys go ahead, add on. We might make another one. And all than that, thank you all so much for taking the time out of the day to watch my content. I'll see you guys next time. You have an amazing sexy day. Later!